Now, students, so we'll continue on part 7. And what we were working on this morning is that we're going to extend the garage in order to put in a little WC wash hand basin and a shower. So I'm going to take this wall, I'm going to extend it out a certain distance. Now, normally you'd want around 12 to 1350 width to get a decent shower and WC in. So I'm going to go up to architecture, I'm going to go up to my grid. Okay, and I'm going to create a new grid here. And as I said, it'll be in around that kind of mark there. So put that C up there. And again, I will click once, click twice, and I'll change that from C to 3. Okay. Now, if I click on the outside on this grid line 3, you'll see I'll get my little temporary dimension, and I can change that now to 1350. Right, now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to align, I'm going to move this dimension out here. I'm going to align this wall now to that grid line there. So I'm over to my modify tab, and here's my align command. And if you listen to how I say this, so I'm going to say to this align the outside of that wall. So I'm going to use my tab to make sure I pick the out, not the grid line. See the way it comes up and says grid there is the outside of the wall that I want to align to. Okay, and that didn't work. So I'm going to take that and I'm literally just going to, oh, do you know what it is? It's locked in place. So I need to unlock my previous, my wall to the grid here. Okay, that's why that wasn't working. And that's why there's advantages and disadvantages to locking on there. Now I can just pull that across like so. Now it's off of that grid line there. Moment, so I'll go back to my align and say to this align the outside of the wall there. Now I can lock that in place or leave it unlocked as I choose. So I've extended my garage out. Now I'm going to do an internal wall. So I'm going over to architecture. I'm hitting the drop down box here. I'm going to pick architecture wall. I'm going to hit the drop down box here in order to pick a partition. So there's a block partition. Okay. I'm going to pick the block partition because it's easier, a bit more sturdy. And then look, I'm just going to position it anywhere. I'm just going from there to there. All right, that's it. Okay, now I'm going to pick it, and you can see I got my temporary dimension there. So I'm going to do 1350, and that is positioned that particular wall there. Okay, now I might have to just revise those dimensions there. So I'm going to delete that dimension line for the moment. I'm actually going to delete that window out there as well because I don't want it in that position. Now, so there's my internal wall. I'm going to put a door into this. I'm going to go to my door family. I'm going to put a single door, and I'm going to make it so that it opens in like so. Okay, I'm going to put a smaller window in here. So I'm going to go over to my windows there, and I'm going to hit the drop-down box, and here is a small single window here. I'll go into the type properties, and it's telling me that it's I want a width. So the structural width is 900. So I'm going to make this 900 high and 450 wide. Okay, so I was able to change that one, and I'm going to position that like so. If I pick it, I'm going to check the sill height. I want the sill height up higher. I want it up maybe 1600. Okay, now if I go into a 3D view of that, okay, and we'll go around the back of the building here. Okay, so there's that one. Now, a little bit too big again. So I'll go back into the properties here, and maybe I don't need it. Then I'll do it, say 550. Okay, all right, and I'll take this down to maybe say 1300. All right, now still isn't shifting the height here. So 2100 apply, and so I'm going to duplicate this window. Look, so it's going to be this window number 2, and the height is there, the structural width is there, the structural height is there. Seems to be locking down on. Oh, here's the width here. Okay, height is that, right. That's where I need to change that, 550, like, okay. Now, that's much better. And then the head height, I'll bring it back up to 100. Now, so smaller window and it's in place like so. Notice that my foundations haven't traveled. So I need to go back into my foundation plan. And again, select that one. Let's see if I can just move it out. I can. And then I'll bring in my modify and align. And again, it's to this, align that back into the 3D here and check that now. See the way the foundation moved with that as well. And that's quite handy there. Okay, so I've got my my new room built. I've got a window in here. I'm going to position a WC, a washing basin, and a shower over there, and that'll be in part 7.